Alright guys, sorry for the lack of outro on the last video. It was Christmas Eve, like 6-7 PM or something, and we kind of all wanted to go home, as I'm sure you can understand. So I couldn't really be bothered to do an outro. But you saw what you needed to see. We got the car on the jig. Now, we did so without getting any bracing in the car. Some of you said not to put it on before you get any bracing in. Some of you said it'll be okay. And to be honest with you, I did want to get some bracing in it before we put it up here. But then, I forgot to order any metal before we planned to get it on here. And I had my two friends round who I'd already organised to come to get it on the jig, and I thought, well, it's kind of a missed opportunity if we don't get it on, because they both came like from an hour away to come and help me. So yeah, we got it on. That door still shuts nicely when you open it anyway, so it leads me to think that it's not done any funky things to the shell. So today's job, get this wing off, and then means we can then get to that door and get this door off, because that is massively unbalancing it. I'll just try and show you. Oh, yeah, it automatically just goes there, and it's really hard to tip back up the other way. So it's just that door. So we need to get that off, and then yeah, go from there really. I might get the poly disc out on the grinder and maybe have a look under the floor and have a look at this rake water and get all this filler off and see what's under there, because yeah, kind of curious to see what panels we will and will not need, because I think we might get away with just doing the front floors, but we'll have to see. Just get all the crap off them and see what's under there. So yeah, let's get you on the tripod, get a time lapse going, get this wing cut off. Hey, got the first panel cut off. Well, I cut the wing off and I pulled the air panel off because it was basically just not welded on. So yeah, that was nice. There they are. It's nice to finally get started on cutting these rotten panels off. So I think now I'll just pop you back on the tripod. Right. We'll try our first rotation. Ooh. Yeah, definitely doesn't seem like it's balanced quite right still. It's very hard to get it turned at certain points. So yeah, we'll have to see about altering that. But there we go, our first full rotation, and well, quite a pile of crap. Oh dear. Well, that was fun. Right, I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I might get the poly disc out and tackle all the filler on this panel, see if we need to change it or not. Not sure really. Just admiring my handiwork here so far. Probably seems like nothing to you guys, but yeah, a bit of an achievement for me, I think. All this. Ugh. Oh yeah, this lip here. When I pulled the air panel off the other side as well, not completely, but I ripped it off at the bottom, and that lip was made up of filler at the other side as well, funnily enough. Oh, minis. Hey. Yeah. Right, let's decide what we're going to do next. Many hours later. Probably... time we're on now? Nearly 8 o'clock. Probably a good 6 hours later. I've had a friend round who has helped me try and balance the shell on the jig. We got absolutely nowhere with that. And then... thank you very much to James, who found out that these bits here, at each end, were on upside down. So basically, these bits here were pointing to the bottom of the car. So basically, the car was not high enough on the jig, so that the like center point where all the weight is, the weight was on the bottom side of it, so it just wasn't wanting to turn properly. So it turns really nice and easily now. And I've been having a bit of a poke. You can see the pile of rubbish on the floor. Been having a bit of a poke, scrape, get some of this under seal off, and yeah, in some ways I'm quite happy, in some ways not so. But yeah, let's show you what I've done. So I've had a bit of a scrape round here. The thickness of some of this, I mean, that's quite thin compared to some of it. Great big thick layers of this like white chewing gum sort of crap. I'm not sure what it is because it's not seam sealer, because there's no seam here, but there's just like a big thick layer of it all along there. I really don't know what that's about, but it's everywhere. It's quite good though, because everywhere that I've chipped that off, it's been nice underneath it. That's like that's factory paint under there. It's absolutely fantastic underneath that stuff. So whatever it is, it's good. This looks here a bit soft, so I just gave it a bit of a tap with a mallet, and quite a lot of it turned to dust. I actually peeled some of these panels back as well, but I've sort of hammered them back down for now because they were sharp and sticking out. The sill here made a heck of a hole. That just sort of folds out. Yeah, that's not meant to happen, is it? And that's where all this pile of rubbish came from, out of that hole there. But it does appear that either whoever put the oversills on either removed the original sill first, or all that is the original sill. I'm betting on that. Yeah, that does seem most likely. So yeah, but there isn't any more than one layer of oversills by the looks of it, which is great, because I was actually expecting there to be multiple oversills. But pleasant surprise there. Just bend that back in so it's not going to catch myself on it. Now this little dimple in the floor here, there's a very small hole there. That's when the car fell off axle stands a good couple of years ago. We were fitting the stage one, the front end was on ramps, back end was on axle stands. Long story short, forgot to put it back in gear after starting it up, lifted the back end up with the jack, it rolled off the ramps, axle stand came off the rear subframe, one went through the rear subframe, one went through the floor, and that's one where it went through the floor. But apart from that, honestly the floor is not looking that bad, apart from at this front corner over here, and again the front over there. So I think we might be able to just get away with doing the floors at the front and not doing the whole two half floors, which is fantastic. Even under the cross member that's inside the car, they're really prone to going into the floor and under there, but it doesn't appear to have done. Obviously I'll investigate that further before making a big decision like that, but it's yeah, honestly it's looking like just the front floors. We might be able to get away with that, so yeah, we'll have to see. Had a bit of a poke over here, and there's most of the heel board actually seems really solid. Maybe just get away with doing the ends on that. We'll have to see. There's a bit of a dodgy looking patch there, and poked a bit of a hole up there. But the main centre bit from probably about there up to here, maybe that circle there, I don't know, but most of it good condition. Yeah, as you can see, I scraped off some more of that. There was all of that white gunky stuff. Which again I think has done a good job. You've probably seen this before, but not from this side. So you can see a fair amount of holes in that rear arch. It's not looking good at all. And this side, I hadn't actually got around to poking at until just today. And under the underseal, yeah, the same sort of horrors apply. Not quite as bad though, which is good. The boot floor. Now, I thought that whoever did that big repair patch that I showed you before in the boot, I thought I thought somebody had actually cut the back of the boot floor out and replaced that. No, they haven't. No, they just slapped that on the top. So, yeah, basically, I'm not sure if that's, but it does look like it has been cut at the back, but not here for some reason. Oh, my phone's rung. Back in a sec. Where were we? So, something along the lines of this patch on the boot floor appears to have been cut from about there, which is a bit weird, but it's welded on here, so that's one heck of an overlap. So yeah, that's definitely going to have to come off. The closing panel there at the valance is just held on with basically nothing. Yeah. Oh, I'll just spin it back around, because I never showed you something. Let's just spin it back around. Nice and easy now. And a load more rubbish falling out. But yeah, nice and doable by one hand now. Right, so I got the, where is it? Where's my grinder? It's like a poly disc on the grinder. It's pretty good for removing filler and paint sort of thing, but not taking your metal away like flap discs can. So all this here turned out to be a very thick layer of filler, very, very thick, and well, you can see the results for yourself. That filler was definitely there to hide something. Let's put it like that. So you can see how I actually took the car outside on the jig when I was doing that, because I literally touched it on there for 1 second when I was in here, and it just made a cloud of dust. Like, nope, not making that much mess in here. So yeah, you can see even outside all the dust just sticks to it. So yeah, quarter panel doesn't look too bad overall, apart from that. So that could be repairable. I don't really feel like we need a whole quarter on here, because like at the other side, this is all shot all around here. So that makes it a bit more worthwhile, but this all appears to be okay. And yeah, the elephant in the room. I'm pretty damn sure this car has been pink at some point in its life. At first I thought it was just like something in the filler or something, but no, there's no filler here, and that is very much pink. So yeah, somebody might have done that at some point. Poor car. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to update you on, really. It's currently December the 26th, so it's Boxing Day today. I'm needing some metal, obviously, to brace the car up before I start cutting anything out. Well, the wing doesn't really count, but anything like structural, like all this inner wing and the door steps, floors, sills and everything, need to get some bracing in. But I have a feeling there isn't really going to be many places open to get some metal till the new year, so we'll have to see. It's going to be a bit of a bummer if I've got nothing to do all week. I can't stay away from here for a week when I've got no work. That would be a crime. So we'll have to, yeah, I'm going to give somewhere a ring tomorrow and see if they are open or not, but I don't have much hope. So all else we can really do is cut the front panel on that wing off. The front panel, I think, definitely probably savable if we can bash out that big dent. This wing, I don't know, probably not. But the other wing was definitely shot. You've already seen that one anyway. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have a bit of a good sweep up, and as I'm going to potentially keep this front panel, I think I might just clean up this here where I cut the wing off, just take it off to the lip properly. So yeah, not much else to update you on today, so I'll call it here. This was episode 9, I think. Blimey, wow, can't believe that already. 9 episodes. Also, we're getting well up in the 70s of subscribers now, maybe even like near 80 now. So that is fantastic. I cannot believe how much this has blown up, really. I'm really surprised, I'm really happy. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Episodes are not going to be as regular as they have been, by the way, forever, because, well, firstly, money is going to be a limiting factor in this build. So what if I can't afford to buy any new panels, then there's not much I can really do. So that's one thing. And yeah, I don't know how much content I'm really going to be able to make in a day of just like trying to make one panel fit, so I might have to combine a couple of days worth of videos into, well, one sort of watchable video. Who knows? I mean, if you guys would rather just see an update every single time I come here, no matter how long or short, then, you know, I'll do that. But if you want a decent length video, then, yeah, probably not going to happen from one day of work at some points. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes, take it as it comes. We'll call it in now, guys. See you later.